Welcome to the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Before I start, please join me every Monday through Thursday from 8 to 10. I am hosting the My Fund the Futures Asia session. Also, if you like a 5-day free trial, please text me your full name and email to 914-500-7484. And if you'd like to call me or text me or ask me any kind of questions about trading, that's the exact number. You can just text me on the 914-500-7484 number. Also, please, if you'd like to follow me on social media at official Stephen Kalayjian on X, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. I do not DM. I'm not asking for money on a Discord or on a social media site. So please be careful of that. You have my cell phone number. Just text me and you can just talk. I'll talk to you directly. All right. So you want to talk about volatility? All I can say is the patterns were amazing today. The scalp trading was amazing. And I'll say it now. It was Christmas in July. It was an absolute amazing day. And I'm just going to get right to it here. We saw this morning here, we saw the likes on the opening here. If you look at the 30 and the 60-minute MACDs here earlier today, okay, and I'm going to show this to you. This is the gap down here, but you can see the push up into the negative MACDs here after the opening here, into these negative MACDs. Look at AMD. Now, we were in negative trends here today, and then when we got these this push up here right after the opening, you can see right here into the 547 mark, these MACDs were again causing havoc here. And if you look here, so the ETFs actually put a ceiling on the market, but the continuous contracts put short-term bottoms and floors. So let's go to the underlying ETFs first. If you look here, this is the opening. Ding, ding, ding. We got the push up above 730. When you see a negative MACD like this right here on the 30-minute and on the 60-minute time frame, where the hell you think you're going? And I said this. We had the likes of AMD, Intel. We had the likes of the Spiders, the Qs, Micron, all the big, heavy cap names. We saw this. Tesla absolutely crushed today. Absolutely crushed today. Tesla was a monster short after the big sell reversals on the 30 and 60-minute time frame. Tesla was trading 432 in the pre-market, traded down below 390 at one point today. But when you see these type of negative divergences on the bigger time frames, you look to take the short. Now, what are we looking for on the longs? Okay, so if you look here on the longs, okay, now every time they made a new low, you can see here, this is the first new low here. The MACDs didn't confirm. Here's another low. The MACDs didn't confirm. Here's another new low. The MACDs didn't confirm. If you look here on the S&Ps here as well, actually the S&Ps really were a little bit better. You can see here's the MACD non-confirming. Then I'll just make this a little bit better here. Okay. Let me just make this a little bit better. Okay. You can see here the MACDs didn't confirm on the 60-minute time frame. And then once you started getting here, and I'll just show you this here, make this a little tighter. Okay. You can see that these MACDs right here, all right, did not make a new low, and they rallied. They didn't make. They made a new low. They rallied. They made a new low. Then you got this extreme oversold condition here, okay. And then I said, with the extreme oversold condition, I said that between the hours of 1 and 3, we're going to get a monster push up. And you know what we did? So here's what happened. If you look at the QQQs, you can see that how the QQQs reversed the sell here on the 60-minute time frame right here at 10:30. And so what is the strategy? You wait patiently, and I said between the hours of 1 and 3, we're going to get this bounce. And look at the bounce we got here. You can see the bounce right here, right around the 2:45, the 3 o'clock bounce, 7:12, boom, down 4. Now, here's the thing you need to look at. You see how the MACDs turned positive on the 15? Well, I was hoping for a new low. Now, if I show you the stocks like Micron, AMD, Intel, all had positive MACDs. But the difference was AMD, Intel, and Micron had made new lows. The Qs did not make new lows. And so when you have a positive MACD, once those MACDs turned positive, I knew A, the lows were in for the day. B, if we did make a new low, they're going to go boink, boink, right back up. And if you look here at AMD, you can see here on AMD, you can see how the MACDs, once they turn positive. So this was the bear flag, the first bounce on the 15 after the 60 reversed to sell. They got up to the 12 handle right here. They dropped, boom, about 4 points. That's about 200 points on the NASDAQ. Now, once I saw these MACDs turn negative, I was hoping for the oscillator to get oversold into that positive MACD and potentially make a new low below 707.56, and then I would have bought the world. But that never happened. But look at AMD. You can see when AMD made a new low right here at 506. AMD did not confirm the low, right? So I knew that if AMD did it, Micron did it right here, okay, and Intel did it, that the market was going to rally sharply. Now, did I think they were going to rally on the S&Ps from 93 all the way up to 36? Hell no. Okay, did I think that Intel was going to go from 117.63 all the way up to 120? No. But I did know you were going to get a very big bounce, and I did know that the market was going to rally. Also, Apple, last but not least, let me type in Apple. Really great long here on Apple. On the 30-minute, on the 15-minute time frame, ADXs are rising. When you see this pullback on the 15-minute time frame in Apple, right here, okay, at 12 o'clock, you can see the pullback, really positive MACD, rising ADX, big buying pressure, boom, okay, and then the push up. Look at that. Look at that beautiful bull flag right there, $3 on Apple. Again, so using the ADXs properly, when the MACDs are positive, big buying pressure, ADX is rising on the 15, 30, and 60, and you got a pullback like that on the 15-minute time frame, I'd buy them. Okay, when I get back, I will tell you what I expect for Friday. So Friday being July 3rd, okay, number one, it's my mother's birthday. May she rest in peace. But also, tomorrow, the markets are closed, but the index futures are open. Right now, we have the indexes up, NASDAQ up 44, S&P's up 8. I think because we're getting overbought on the 30-minute time frames, these are big bear flags. I wouldn't be surprised if Monday we push down and we get another deep oversold condition on the 30-minute time frame in the 60s, but I think those MACDs on the 15, even if you make new lows with oversold conditions, I think that it would be a great time to take longs. I think the market also, as I showed you last week, if you remember correctly, I showed you a monster bear flag on the daily on the NASDAQ, which is right here. I remember saying it. This is a monster bear flag. Here's one, and here's the second bear flag. Remember, the 15 reverses, the daily reverses to sell. You're getting overbought into the negative MACD. Look at this, 30,599. They dropped 1,200 points. So again, reading the bigger time frames also propelled me to think which way the markets were going. All right. So when I get back, I want to talk to you about refining your risk management. When you're trading the markets, it's important, of course, like I said, discipline comes in many forms, but defining risk management and defining a strategy in a way that's going to protect you. When you see violent moves like this, I mean, the NASDAQ today rallied 200 points in less than 9 minutes, okay? It also dropped about almost 250 points in about 14 minutes, okay? So you have to define risk, and you have to be able to understand the asset you're trading. Sometimes it may not be right for a beginner or someone even with somewhat experience to be trading the NASDAQ. Now, I could do it because I've been doing this for this August 1st, 44 years, but maybe trade an index like the S&P, or maybe do something a little, because something trading at 7,500 is going to trade a lot different than something trading at 29,000. So define your risk, right? Understand risk management, be cognizant. That's why I tell you, if you're having and you're trading prop accounts, try to be able to switch through many different accounts and just keep rotating them. So risk management, very important. It'll either make you or break you. And remember, focus equals wealth and success. Thank you for joining me tonight on The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Please hit the subscribe button. Please leave a comment. If you'd like to join my community of traders from all around the world, please go to my website, sketrading.live. The complete trader, it's $4.50 a day. Again, if you'd like to have a free access to my live stream, please text me your full name and email to my cell phone, 914-500-7484. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, at official Stephen Kalayjian on Instagram, X, TikTok, and LinkedIn. God bless you, everybody. Have a great night. God bless our troops, and God bless the United States of America. See you tonight.